Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. I have a few minutes today, so I decided it's time for another video. And this time, again, Beth is going to hand me a question from the question box. And here we go. Let's see what the question is today. When do you know how much to push a client and when it's best to allow their own process to be? I know who asked this question, so chuckle. It depends what the process, to allow their process to be. So many ways of looking at this. When most people are in their process, that tendency, depending on where they are in the therapy, and there's so many variables here, but their process sometimes can involve lots of wounded parts, things that sabotage, things that hijack, things that keep you stuck. Sometimes I want to fix this. I want to come up with a solution. That's not the process I necessarily want people in. What I want people in the process of awareness, of conscious action, right? So from awareness, I can be, from this place of awareness, I'm feeling angry. What do I need to? How do I need to be with this anger? What do I need to do with my anger? So, being in present moment with awareness and conscious action is a process I want people in. If you're in that process, I'm just there as an observer, guiding and facilitating. If someone is in a process related to a wounded part, and they're like, yeah, but, or no, or what if, or I hate that part of myself, then I'm going to push, and that push, sometimes I will directly challenge. I will, quite honestly, and I'm sure this person knows that, the person who asked this, sometimes I will just say, that's bullshit, because I could tell that that's their way of being in that moment. So I learn indicators from working with somebody that say they're into the bullshit mode of things. They're telling themselves a story. They're getting hijacked by something else. And depending on what part is being hijacked, depending on who this person is, what I think they can handle, I can push very hard in a very gentle, subtle way, keep them on what I call the short leash. So I want to bring people back to present moment. How do you know? I want them to go into their body. Well, because, stay right here. So I'll keep them on a real short leash, guiding them deeper and deeper into present moment, more into what's happening in body, right? And some people, I will just push it in a very clear way, that you're taking yourself in a direction that isn't working for you. It's taking you further away. And sometimes people need to hear that a little more clearly. So it so much depends on the client. You gotta meet people where they are and guide them. Sometimes delicately, sometimes very clearly and succinctly. I hope that answers your question. It's a beautiful process. I mean, really, that developing that relationship in therapy that allows that exchange to happen very fluidly and in a way that moves the client to the life they want for themselves is really a beautiful process. Getting there sometimes is a challenge, but when we get there, it's a sweet spot, and that's where the growth happens and anything's possible. Thank you so much for this question. I appreciate it. Take good care. Bye-bye.